Welcome to a Yoga Minute with Troy.
I guess we like to feel like we know things by constantly talking.
Constantly.
And constantly...
I may be the best at that in the entire world, which is not something I'm proud of.
That you may be?
I might be. I might be the most interesting talker. If it actually benefited mankind in any way, it would be a wonderful tool. But unfortunately, that's not the way that life works. The talking is recreational. I'd say 99.999% of the things we say are unnecessary. We could say them better with silent energy.
Well, we talked about this before, about the amount of energy we spend finishing sentences in our minds that we don't need to finish. And that's internally. Right?
Totally.
I mean, imagine the external communications that we could save just by not finishing the sentence, but just knowing.
Well, unfortunately, most of the dates that we're on for the first half of our life, maybe for most people until the last moment, that can inevitably end up being regretful. I wish I would have done it differently. Most of the dates you're on is just you're having a conversation with yourself. There's nobody else in the room. For most people, two minds are talking, deciding whether they want to quote-unquote fall in love. They're not falling in love. They're just, I want to know you. I want to know you. I need to know you. Because if I know you, then I don't have to be in the unknown. And then there's, again, a familiarity with safety. And if I can get that down, then I don't ever have to live my life. And why wouldn't I want to live my life? Because it's too goddamn scary knowing that Brad Pitt might interrupt us in the middle of this experience. Because that's the unknown. That's where life grows. So most people are just on the date with themselves, wondering why they're suffering.
A few minutes ago, you talked about familiarity being a form of suffering. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
It's just contrary to existence. I mean, we're spending our time with each other. We don't know how this is going to go in the next 2 seconds. You know, earthquake, death, in my case, likely. We don't know, and that's what makes it so precious. That's what makes this moment that is ongoing the moment. There is no time stop limit to the moment. There's only one moment that is living itself out. But we have to make it like frame by frame by frame because I don't know what's around the corner. Is there Cougars in Vancouver now? Like it's always constant cortisol suffering, fire, oh my God, I need to do, and that's how we operate. Like, I mean, you know what today's version of how are you doing is? Back in the day when I was growing up, it was good, even though the person was lying. Now it's not even, like we're not even polite about that anymore. Now it's, I'm busy. And people are like, oh, good, that's good for you. You're busy. And it's not a good thing. It's, I'm stressed out all the time. That's what we live for when we live to have to become something that's being, Lotto 649 is being sold in my head as happiness. Something I can achieve by getting something or doing something or being something, or I need to be the best, I need to be sexy, or whatever it may be. That's a lot of work.
So